The 50,000 strong student demonstration in London in the week came as something of a surprise, certainly to the Metropolitan Police, who didn't lay on enough policemen and women to properly police it. That's their statement, not mine. The Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, who you might have thought would have taken some personal responsibility for those failings, has ordered a review, though he might well have told us, as the man in charge, right up top, why this happened. They didn't anticipate the size of the demonstration, and they certainly didn't anticipate its anger, and they appear not to have known that the Tory party headquarters in Millbank Tower was on the demonstration's route, because they only put a thin yellow line of police officers to defend it, and of course they were quickly overwhelmed by a very substantial number. There's no point in pretending that this was a tiny minority of anarchists or Trotskyists or any of the other epithets that are tossed around carelessly in the wake of such events. There were thousands of people who broke away from the march, who broke into and surrounded the headquarters of the Conservative Party, which they share, of course, with many entirely innocent office workers in the Millbank Tower. Now, occupations have a time-honoured part in the traditions of demonstrations, especially student demonstrations. There have been student occupations going back to the time when the Venerable Jack Straw was the president of NUS. There's nothing wrong intrinsically with an occupation, but when the whole world is watching, it pays for your cause not to actually destroy the building that you are occupying. It certainly pays your cause not to be seen on television attacking this thin yellow line of police officers, who after all are only doing their job. And it certainly doesn't pay to toss a lethal weapon, which is what that fire extinguisher was, off the roof, down on top of the police down below, and narrowly missing one police officer and indeed grazing a second police officer. There's been an arrest this evening, so we have to be a little bit circumspect on that subject, though as far as I know, no charges have yet been laid. So in general, we can discuss it. And discuss it I shall with Stephen Canning, the chairman of the Conservative Future Braintree branch and author of the blog, I kid you not, Tory Boy. He's 18, he's preparing to go to university. He's generally in favour of tuition fees. He can see why the fees are essential, and he thinks that the NUS should take more of the blame for the violence this week.